Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. I want you to imagine an animal trapped in some way, either by rope or tangled up in some briars or maybe even barbed wire. Out of no fault of its own, no one's trying to trap it. The animal is just there and unable to move. Now, an animal in that situation is not only angry but frightened. And the animal is trapped, does not know what to do, does not know how to ask for help because it's an animal. Now, you come along and you decide, I want to help this animal. Well, as you try to help the animal escape whatever's trapping it, the animal is biting at you, trying to claw you, or doing everything it can to avoid you while it's in its predicament. It does not want your help, even though you are desperately trying to help the animal. Now, this is akin to the idea of how lost people react to those of us who are trying to share the gospel with them. They are, in a sense, trapped animals. They are frightened of the world. They are frightened of the future. They are frightened of what's going on in their lives. They're not only frightened, they're angered by it. Things don't make sense. They don't know what to do in a lot of cases. They try everything they can in their own power to understand what it is they're looking for, but they don't know how to ask for help. So when someone tries to bring the truth to them, to help them escape those bondages, they don't want it. They fight, they resist, they do everything they can to get you away from them because they don't understand that you are trying to help. Now, I want this to be an encouragement to those who are trying to share the gospel, especially those who don't have the gift of evangelism. People like me who have trouble sharing the gospel with other people. We're afraid of what they might do, what they might say, that they might get angry. But understand, it's in their nature to do so. They don't see you as help. They see you as a threat. They see you as imposing on them to disrupt their way of life, even though they're unsure of what's going on in their own lives. Now, there certainly are people who are confident. They know what they want out of life. They know what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. But even they have an air of uncertainty because they don't know. They've been taught to just to suck it up, pull themselves up by the bootstraps, and get it done, even though they don't understand that they are in bondage. The bondage is sin. We share the gospel, or at least our goal in sharing the gospel is not to get converts. It is not to put a notch on our own belt, so to speak. It's not to get a gold star or get in good with God. It's not even to provide our own salvation, which is why a lot of people share what they believe, because they think they will get something if they do. Our goal is to bring people in because we love them. We too were trapped. We too needed help. We too were angry and scared. But we came to truth. And when we came to truth, we were told we are to share that with others. Our job is not to force them to believe, because you can't force that. You cannot force a relationship with God. It just doesn't happen. You have to share it in a loving, compassionate way. And you have to share it in a way that they will understand. You have to share it in the context of the conversation that you're having with that person. You cannot come with fire and brimstone all the time. Some people do need that, but most people need a loving, caring approach. They need to know that you care about them first. They need to know that God cares about them. That you're not just doing this because you want another person in your church or because you want another member of the faith. You need to approach them so that they understand that you are trying to help them for eternity. And if we can ever truly get that across, if these people would truly understand it, then they would come to Christ. The Holy Spirit has to work in them, and then they can understand the truth. But it is our job to tell them, because how will they know if they do not hear, as the Bible tells us? And that is absolutely true with anything. If we don't tell them, they will never know. And while they may resist, they may fight, they may argue, they may even get angry and throw things at us from time to time. It should not stop us from helping other people. to save them for eternity for their sake and not for ours. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and I'll see you next time.